What's up, Rainmakers? We are back with another Facebook ad training. If you watched the last one in this playlist, it was all about how to do a video views retargeting ad. Now this video is gonna be a lot shorter, sweet, right to the point on how to actually market to an email list. So if you have an email list and you want to run Facebook ads to those people, that's what this video is all about. If you're new here, this is the Rainmaker family channel. It's usually me, my wife, our son Kaizen. We talk about creating financial freedom for families. So if that's what you're all about, definitely subscribe. But in this video, we're talking about Facebook ads, because when you're running a business like Brent, my friend here, you want to learn to advertise. I think for so many years, I relied on hope and prayer marketing, which works great. But at some point, you got to put your money where your mouth is and say, I believe in this business. You're going to put money into advertising to get in front of the right people.
All right, so in the last video you may have seen, we did a video views campaign to a retargeting campaign. The reason is we really want to market just to the people who we know are interested in what we have to sell. We don't want to waste our money and waste other people's time marketing to people who we know are not interested. So we really want to niche down to find our people.
The funny thing is there's three ways to grow a business, right? And most people focus on the hardest way, which is getting new customers. There's two other ways to grow your business, which is raise your prices or sell more to the same customers. And so Brent has an email list of people that have known and liked and trusted him over the years. These could be past customers. Those are the easiest people to market something to. Yeah. Now this video, we're not actually actively marketing a product. It's more just brand awareness, but it is building something that will build his business. And these are the people who are likely to like this, comment on it, and share. So we definitely want to get it in front of his warm audience, people who know him, who like him, and love him and trust him. So what you're going to see in this video is us uploading an email list to Facebook. Facebook actually has a feature where you can upload an email list and they will match that email list with people on their platform. It's not 100% accurate because not everyone uses the same emails, but they'll work off all the data you give them and find those people on Facebook. This is great if you have an existing customer list and you want to make sure they know about some special announcement or offer that you're making. You can send it just to those people. And the other powerful feature that we didn't even talk about is creating a lookalike audience, where you can actually upload a list of, let's say, buyers of your product, and you can have Facebook find more people who are like them. Lookalike audience, that's what they call it. So you can take an email list of, let's say, 1,000 people and turn it into like 1 million people on Facebook. Pretty wild.
Yeah, so in real estate, for me, I know that my clients are primarily going to come from people that know me already. And everybody in real estate, everyone knows a real estate agent. You probably know 3 or 4 or 5 real estate agents. So it's not just enough that they know me, they have to see that I am actively involved in the marketplace. I want them to see my videos. I want them to see my ads so that they choose me over maybe the 5 other real estate agents that they already know. Real estate is more about real estate in people's minds than anything else.
Ooh, that's deep.
You got to stay top of mind.
Yeah, it's true. And this type of video that we're running is very top of mind, because if they watch it, remember, they're going to see it over and over that week, and it's going to keep them very top of mind in a season when lots of people are looking to buy homes.
Yep.
All right. We're about to hop into the computer screen, show actually the advertising process so you can walk through it with us, and definitely check out the last video because it goes way more in depth. So we're gonna go a little bit faster in this one, assuming you watched the last one. But if you're familiar with Facebook ads, just follow along. We'll show you how to upload your email list to Facebook, how to create an audience out of that email list, and then how to send an advertisement just to those people. Once you're inside the ad account, you're gonna go to this menu up here. This is a great place to know. It's where you can find all the cool things, all the tools in Facebook. And we're gonna go to the audiences tab. You might see it up here in the shortcuts. If it's not there, it's gonna be right down here under advertise. Once you pull that audiences section up, if you've created any audiences in the past, they're gonna pull up in this list. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the blue create audience button in the upper left-hand corner, and we're gonna create a custom audience. Now you see all the sources you can pull audiences from. If you have the Facebook pixel on your website, which is a little piece of code on your website, you can actually create an audience out of those people. So maybe someone goes and checks out your website, and you want to send them something on Facebook later. If you've ever been to a website, added something to your cart and then left, and then you saw an ad on Facebook for that item, that's how they do it. It's right here. But what we're specifically focused on in this video is a customer list. So uploading a list of names and emails specifically to Facebook to see if they can find those people on their platform. From here, you're gonna see something pull up like this. And what I would recommend doing is downloading a template, because Facebook actually does want your spreadsheet of emails and things to be in a certain format. So let me just download that template. This is the example template I downloaded from Facebook. I've actually uploaded a lot of lists to Facebook like this before. They're actually not super picky. What I would just recommend is that you have pretty clear column names on your list. So you know when you upload to Facebook, you can map those columns and tell Facebook what those things are. So recommended ones would be email. If you have their phone, that's awesome. If you have their first and last name in separate columns, that's awesome. If it's in the same name, I think that'll also work. And if you have their address, that's even more of a bonus. But don't worry about any of those things. The one feature you can take note of though, if you are a business owner, let's say you run an e-commerce shop, right? And you have a ton of purchases. Let's say over the years, you've had like 2,000 purchases on your website. And over in this column, you can have something called value. Like how much money has this customer spent with you? This is actually super powerful if you upload it to Facebook, because Facebook can look at the data and figure out more people like your best customers, the ones that spend the most money on your shop. And so this value column is really amazing. I know we don't have one on your list, but it's something to keep note of if you have a business where you do collect money and that's attached to the email list you're uploading. We're going to use Google Sheets to just format this spreadsheet really quick. So we downloaded these lists from his contacts and his website. And then we're going to Google Sheets, which is just sheets.google.com. It's a free like Excel basically knockoff. And we're going to upload this data right here. What we just did, we cleaned up the spreadsheet. So you can see at the top here, we got full name, first name, last name, and email. We also have a phone column, which we have later down there. But basically, take your spreadsheet, clean it up. If you have address in there, keep it in there. If you have anything else in there, keep it in there. It's totally fine. We're going to show you how to upload that to Facebook and map the different fields on the next step. Once you have your list ready to rock, go up to File, Download, and we're going to want a CSV file. From there, we're going to go over back to Facebook and we're going to click Next. And I talked about the customer value list. This list we have doesn't have that. But if you do have that, hit yes. We're going to hit no. Then we're going to check this box, make sure you're playing by the rules, click Next. And we are going to hit Upload File and upload that list. Right here, we got the email list, so we choose it for upload. I just put a name of this list so you remember what it is, and you can even add a description if you want to go more in depth. Hit the next button, and this is where you map the column. So it's looking at the spreadsheet you upload. That's why you don't have to be perfect. As long as you remember what stuff is, you can go in. So this one's email, so we're going to call that one email. And then under Action Needle, you see the ones that they're having a hard time with. So this one, we're going to tell them this is the full name. I think there's actually just a first name one. So maybe we're going to exclude that one and we're just going to do first name, last name. So that's good to know. When you're formatting your sheet, make sure you have a first name and last name column. And then the phone, we're going to set this one as phone, but let's see. Yeah, right there, phone. And if you have any of these other columns, zip code, city, state, any of these things, just map them out. But this is all good. We're going to leave it as is. We have 4 mapped columns and we're going to hit import. Nice. So out of this list, we had 1,509 rows uploaded 100%. Now they're going through that list and they're seeing if they can match those to profiles on Facebook. So when you run an ad to this audience, you click this button, run an ad right to this audience. It's going to go only to those people. It's very cool. But what you can do too, if this is like customers, you can create a lookalike audience like I talked about. So if you click this, you could actually say, hey, find people just like these people, this 1% closest related to these people based on interest and all the data points that Facebook has. You can say, let's find more people in the United States just like my friends. And look at this, you would have 2 million people.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy? Out of a list of 1,500.
Wow.
So pretty wild. You can even make multiple audiences and say, hey, I want a 1%, a 2%, 3%. And the closer it is to 1%, the closer related they are. So for lookalike audiences, you have to do a whole entire like United States or UK, Australia. You have to do a region or country. Lookalike audiences are really good if you have a product that can go really to the world. And how I've seen it work really well with our business is I take the purchasers from our website, I upload them as lookalike audience, and Facebook is able to find more people like those people worldwide. So when you kind of are using interest-based targeting, like you're saying, hey, send Rainmaker's Academy to homeschool moms, right? There's only a certain amount of people in that audience, but lookalike audiences allows us to go way beyond that, not rely on interests.
That's great.
Okay, nice. You can see that this is populating right here. It's not available. Once it's populated though, it will say how many people they were able to find. I'm guessing out of a list of 1,500, we'll see. You know, it's kind of like names, emails, and random. It could be about half, right? Because not everyone uses the same name on Facebook. Not everyone uses the same email. So we'll see. But let me show you guys how to connect that to an ad. For the purpose of this video, we're going to use the same campaign we're using in the last one. We're still waiting for those ads to get approved. But if you remember from this campaign, we're wanting to get video views. And so inside this campaign, we're sending out to a broad audience, people who live in our town. We're sending it to people who are interested in real estate. But let's duplicate one of these and let's make it go just to your friends.
Yeah.
So hit duplicate. We'll leave all this the same. Once it duplicates, we open it up and we go down to this section down here. So instead of sending it to Chico Zillow, we're going to click on create new audience and go right here and choose Brent's contacts. From there, we're pretty much done. We just hit publish, everything's staying the same. I mean, maybe you want to change the language on that one a little bit. I forget what we said in the ad, but I think people who know him, if they see this, they're going to like it, they're going to comment, they're going to share it. So that's pretty much it. That was pretty simple, pretty quick. Hopefully this helped you out in your business when you want to market to an email list. What we'll do is I'll bring Brent back like maybe in a week or so. So in the next part of this video, I'll call him, we'll check in, see how this went, see how many views this is having, see how it's impacting his business, and we'll go from there. That sound good?
Sounds great. I can't wait.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll see you guys soon. Make sure to subscribe, share this with another business owner. It's going to help. And we'll talk to you very soon.